What is going on, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. I have the first FUT Champ Tactics of EAFC 24. Finally, FUT Champs is back, and I'm ready. I'm ready. This is the team that I'm going to be using for FUT Champs unless I buy somebody else. Full Arsenal past and present, plus the little bronze benching. This is literally the team that I'm gonna be using. I use this for qualifiers. I went 9-1 on qualifiers. Not good. I was trying to go 20-0, but I got a red card with Agpom in the last. I think it was the second last game, third last game, trying to stop the kickoff glitches. The guy would not stop kickoff glitching me. So I just went for the straight red, and I lost by 1 goal, and I lost by kickoff glitch. Yep. But anywho, you guys are here for the actual tactics. But if you want to see gameplay on the actual FUT Champ qualifiers, I will post that later on today or tomorrow. So if you're interested, just hold off for that. It'll be somewhere over here later on. Just click on that so you can watch it, so you can watch the gameplay, see how I play in this new game. But anywho, let's get into the tactics. So I have these 4 tactics right now. This is exactly what I used on qualifiers. It is the same exact thing I'm going to use on actual FUT Champs. I'm trying to go for rank 1. Hopefully rank 1, if not rank 2 at least. Rank 3 worst case scenario. This is going to be, there's 4 formations here. My defensive formation is 4-2-3-1 to close off the game. My go-to formation that I'm going to be using from minute 1 after I kind of see how my opponent's playing is 4-3-2-1. If my opponent is playing a 4-1-2-1-2 narrow, or I cannot break him down through the middle because of whatever formation he's using. If he's playing a very, very narrow formation, I will use a 4-2-2-2, or if he's playing a 5 at the back. If he's playing a 5 at the back, I'll switch to 4-2-2-2. So if he's playing narrow or 5 at the back, 4-2-2-2. And then all out gun ho formation, like I'm like, this is it. This is like Champions League final. I need a score. If not, I'm gonna lose. 4-4-2 with a constant press. All right, so let's get into my actual formation that I'm gonna be using as soon as I get into the game. So I'm going to be using 4-3-2-1. This formation right here, I do make it defend in a 4-4-2. So my left forward will drop down deep and defend in a 4-4-2. These two will be the center mids, and the right center mid would be a right mid, and then you have these 2 strikers right here. Tactics are as follows. Defense style balance with 40, depth 47, balance forward runs 57 width, players in the box 5, corners and free kicks 1 and 1. Now, for old gen, if you play on old gen, keep it exactly as is. Don't change it. The only thing that you might have to change is from forward runs to direct passing. That's it if you don't like forward runs. This is on old gen. And if you don't like the 47 depth on old gen, you can raise it up to about 50, go as high as 53, but that's it. I recommend staying around the 47 mark. If you're on new gen, then I recommend upping the depth a little bit to 50. Anywhere from 50 to about 56, 57 will be the sweet spot for new gen. And if you don't like forward runs on new gen, then you can switch to direct passing, but I do recommend trying out forward runs. Alright, so 47 depth for new old gen. Instructions: goalie comes across a sweeper keeper. Both center backs stay back while attacking. Right back stay back conservative because you don't want this right back to be moving out of position. Left back balance overlap, so they do join in on the attack. They help add the width to the attack. So make sure you have somebody good right here that can kind of go forward and defend. Because your left back is attacking, your left center mid is going to defend for that left back or overcompensate for that space that left back leaves vacant. So he'll be stay back while attacking, stay on the edge of the box, cover center. The reason why I have stay on the edge of the box is that way they actually don't go into the box. They'll be the first player to recycle the ball or to stop a counter attack. So they're your first line of defense right there. So make sure you have a high work rated player right there. Your center mid will be your more defensive center mid. So make sure you put like a medium high there. So he'll be stay back while attacking, cover center. That is it. Your right center mid is going to be also known as like your right mid or your cam whenever you're attacking. He'll be on get forward, get into box or cross, cover wing, so you can defend in a 4-4-2. So he drops to the wing to defend like that in the right mid position, and get forward into box or cross, so he actually runs in behind the striker and acts like a quote-unquote number 10, and it's really hard to stop those runs because they usually don't know how to stop a diagonal run, or your opponent's AI won't track that middle player running through the field, if that makes sense. If you have this guy, the right forward and left forward, bombing forward, like basically getting in behind, pushing your opponent's defense back, and then you have this guy just drifting along behind them. He'll be vacant. He'll be by himself all the time, and you can just pass on the ball. Do Trivelas outside the foot shot, dribble with him, whatever you need to do. Hence, I'll put Smith Rowe right there with a hawk, so I can do Trivelas from outside the box, stuff like that, or just finesse shots from outside the box. Left forward, they will defend, they will drop deep to make a 4-4-2, so come back on defense and get in behind, so they're just always making runs in behind. Your right forward is going to be stay forward, getting behind, so you don't want them to ever drop deep. You want them to be the first player, your outlet player, to basically do through balls if you're into the through balls. Just send them down the line, send through balls, he'll chase them down. Get in behind. Hence, so I got Akpom there, and I put a hawk on him, so he'll push off any defender. And then my central striker is stay central. That is it. Please make sure you have somebody there that can pass the ball, that can shoot, 5-star weak foot preferably, because they will get the ball a lot. They will hold up the ball. If they're agile, then you can dribble. If they're not, like Kai Havertz, for example, he'll shield the ball, push players off the ball, and just hold it until your right forward and your left forward join in on the attack, or your RCM joins in on the attack, and they give them support. So that is the 4-3-2-1. That is what I'm going to be using almost the whole game. If I play against the same formation, I will mirror match them. If I'm playing against a 5 at the back and I can't break them down with this one, or if I'm playing against a 4-1-2-1-2 narrow and I can't break them down with the 4-3-2-1, or if I'm playing a 4-2-3-1, something like this, then I will switch to a 4-2-2-2 because this formation counters all of those. So 4-2-2-2 goes as follows. Balance, width is a little bit more narrow on this one, 37. Depth is a little bit higher, 57. Balance, direct passing with 57. Players in the box 5. Corners and free kicks 1 and 1. For Ogen on the depth, I recommend 57 to be very, very aggressive. If you don't like 57, then you could drop it as deep as 47, like the last tactic. Stay anywhere between those. New gen, I would recommend starting around 60, 63 the highest, and then lowering it to about 53 to 55 the lowest. But for me, I do 37, 57. Everything else leave as is. Don't do forward runs on this one. Direct passing works well. Excuse me. Instructions, both strikers stay central, get in behind. So they're always running in behind, giving you options. They're going to take turns to see who goes forward. At one moment, Kai Havertz can run backwards, and then Akpom can come to you to try to get the ball. Vice versa, if you're attacking on the other side, Akpom will run behind, and Kai Havertz will come and give you support. So it just depends on their attacking AI, especially if you have strikers like mine that are medium, they're getting behind instruction just makes them do something. If you find that they're too attacking, please make sure to turn on the D-pad tactics, the bottom arrow and then the up arrow for striker drop back, so they drop deep. They can pick up the ball and act like a cam. They'll take turns basically to see who drops deep, depending on the scenario. If you don't know how to do that, then just come in here and come back on defense if you feel like this is too attacking. Your right cam and left cam are both on comeback on defense, get into box or cross. So again, you defend in a 4-4-2 or in a 4-4-2. Get into box or cross just allows them to get into box or cross whenever you cross, or whenever you want to do cherry pickers or cutbacks or whatever you young kids call them nowadays. Right CM or right CDM will be your more defensive CDM, so he'll be cut passing lane, stay back while attacking, cover center. That is it. Your box-to-box CDM will be on the left, so he'll be cut passing lanes, cover center, balance attack, so make sure you have one box-to-box player and one more defensive-minded player. Your left back will be joining on the attack every now and then with the direct passing tactic, so just make sure you have stay back while attacking, overlap. Doesn't mean that they're always going to be stay back while attacking. They will join in on the attack if they see some green. If they see some grass, they'll give you some support, but they're not going to be bombing forward like wing backs or like left wingers, if that makes sense. Both center backs stay back while attacking. Right back stay back conservative because you don't want this one to move out of position at all. Just stay there. Can you tell I like to attack through the left? Yeah, that's me. If you like attacking through the other side, just flip-flop everything. Goalie, same thing as always, comes across the sweeper keeper. Now, to hold off the lead, to close out the game, just to counter every formation in the game, this is probably the best defensive formation right now, besides any 5 at the backs, but I don't really want to play with 5 at the backs yet when you're still or I don't want to tell you guys and teach you guys five at the backs yet if you guys are still mastering how to defend in this game. And the best way to defend in this game is by actually using a formation like this that makes everything balanced and that gives you options everywhere. So 4-2-3-1 will be your defensive formation. Um, so this one's just to close off the game. When you get to like minute 60 and you're winning 65, you can go ahead and switch to this and close off the game. You'll be fine. This still gives you options to attack and to score, but it's just more defensively stable than any other formation because you have these two CDMs right here, and you have all three cams that can drop deep if you need them to, right? Excuse me. It's a little cold in here. I'm losing my breath. Balance, width 40, depth 47, both old gen, new gen. Leave it as is. New gen is the only time you can push this up a little bit to about 50, but I wouldn't. I would just stick to 47. Balance, direct passing, width 57, players in the box 4, corners and free kicks 1 and 1. Instructions, goalie, same thing, comes across sweeper keeper, both center backs stay back, right back stay back, conservative overlap, conservative so they don't move out of position, they stay there, they won't try to get the ball unless they clearly can win the ball like it says in the words right there, only trying to intercept passes if the player can win the ball clearly. Overlap so they can actually run through the wings and join in on the attack and actually do like some crosses, some cutbacks, whatever you need them to do if they do join in on the attack. That's only if you make them manually go forward. Left back, same thing, stay back, conservative overlap. Both CDMs are cut passing lanes, stay back while attacking cover center on both of them. Your cam is going to be stay forward. That is it. That needs to be your outlet player, so make sure you get a really good dribbler of the ball right there, because that person is going to dictate your whole play, your whole counter attack. So make sure you have a very good player right there. Right cam is come back on defense, get into box or cross. Same thing on the left cam, come back on defense, get into box or cross. So they drop deep. You defend in a 4-4-1-1. Hence why this is such a good defensive formation. And then your striker, stay central, get in behind, stay forward, just to get that outlet player, just to get those through balls. Just make sure you have a fast, pacey striker right there, or a 5-star weak foot, so you can just send them a through ball if you feel like you're getting congested or you're starting to get pressed, because you will get pressed a lot once you start playing with this formation. So you need an outlet player. And then all out gun ho formation, like this is it, like Hail Mary, I need to score, Champions League final. 4-4-2 constant press. I know. I don't like it, but we got to do it, especially if we're trying to win. Constant press. On a 4-4-2, you cover every single position in the field. So this is really good to press. Probably the best formation to press with besides a 4-3-1-2. Width 47, depth 63. Leave it as is for both old gen and new gen. Build the play balance. Direct passing 53 width. Players in the box 5. You can up this to 6 or 7 if you want. I just leave it at 5 because I can always go in here and take off constant press and just do press after possession loss if I don't want to be that aggressive. So that's why I leave it like that for me. Corners and free kicks 1 and 1. You can do whatever you want on there. Goalie, why is it cautious for crosses? Alright, comes for crosses, sweeper, keeper. Both center backs stay back. Right back stay back. Left back stay back. You can make them join in on the attack if you need to. I'm just good as is. I don't want to move any players out of position, so I've been fine playing as is. But if you do want to make one join the attack, just put join the attack. Both center mids are stay back while attacking cover center on both of them. If you need them to join in on the attack, just put one on balance attack. But trust me, with the constant press, they move all over the place. So you're fine. This will get the job done. Trust me. Left mid, come back on defense, get into box for cross. Same thing on the right mid. Come back on defense, get into box for cross. So they do drop deep to pick up the ball, to defend, and get into box for cross. Same thing as earlier. And both strikers are going to be drift wide, getting behind on both of them. Not just one, both of them. So that way they can run. One of them will go wide and basically move your opponent's center backs out of the position, and then the other one will fill in the gaps. That's the whole theory behind that. Again, come back on defense if you can't build up without a cam. That's what I'm trying to get to. Alright, those are the custom tactics and instructions that I will be using on FUT Champs this week. Hopefully I'll try to get a rank 1, maybe rank 2. Rank 3 worst case scenario. I don't see myself getting any lower than that, especially playing with this little fun team. Arsenal past and present. That's probably how I'm going to keep it for the whole year, maybe until team of the season. We'll see. I'm enjoying the game as is for now. But alright guys, I'll catch you guys on the next one. Let me know down below if there's any formations you want me to try out. See if I can make them very useful, or maybe they might be the new meta. I don't know. Let me know down below. Also, let me know down below if you do want to watch some gameplay on some actual FUT Champ games, like from beginning to end, the highlights of course, because I'll post those too. Alright guys, I'll catch you guys on the next one. Be safe, and I hope you guys do good on FUT Champs. Peace.